Mario has been in very different titles over the years, but some of the most ambitious ones are the RPGs. It's always fun to level up and get some new partners, but RPGs do take time to complete. So which one should you start with? Well, today I'll be ranking my 10 favorites, so I hope this will help. Hey, I'm Nico, and here's my top 10 Mario RPG games. Paper Mario: The Origami King is a fresh and funny take on the Paper Mario series that brings a ton of charm and creativity. The game's packed with puzzles, exploration, and a unique ring-based battle system that keeps stuff interesting. Combat isn't just about fighting, it's a mix of strategy and timing as you line up enemies to attack them. It is a hit or miss, okay? Some people really love it, and others are just not a fan of it. Personally, I think it's fun, but in short doses. It gets old quickly. The writing for this game is a real highlight, with plenty of hilarious dialogue and quirky characters like Olivia, your very chatty origami sidekick. It is certainly one of the best Paper Mario games released in the past years, but still, it is not as good as the old school ones. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is one of the most unexpected but awesome crossover in gaming. Released on Switch in 2017, it throws Mario and his friends together with the Rabbids? Yeah, you read that right. It's a tactical game, and it's all about turn-based strategy, and it's way more fun than you'd expect. The Mushroom Kingdom gets mashed up with the Rabbids' wacky world, leading to some hilarious moments and surprisingly deep gameplay. You control teams of Mario characters and Rabbid versions of them, each with unique abilities to take on clever puzzles and battles. The strategy here gets pretty intense, but it's always balanced with charm and humor. The visuals are colorful, the music by Grant Kirkhope is epic, and the gameplay is so addictive that even people who are not into strategy games loved it. It is very often on sale, so you should totally grab it. Oh, and also get the Donkey Kong DLC. It is well worth it. The next entry is none other than Mario and Luigi's Bowser's Inside Story, and this very cool RPG brings back the two Mario brothers. But this time around, they are literally inside Bowser, meaning that they have to navigate through his insides. That's a bit yucky, but oh so fun. The gameplay is a perfect mix of turn-based combat and quirky minigames, with players controlling Bowser on the overworld while solving puzzles and battling foes as Mario and Luigi within him. And let's not forget the hilarious writing, especially for Fawful. Man, this guy is wacky and he's over the top with his bizarre line. The game is fun, it's creative, and it gives Bowser the spotlight for once, making it a fan favorite in the Mario RPG series. This next entry is gonna make some people question what an RPG is. Sure, Super Paper Mario is very different from the previous games in the series. It no longer features turn-based combat, nor does it feature partners. Well, at least not proper ones. And it's now more of a classic platforming game, but hear me out. It is an RPG because you gain experience points, you do level up, and yeah, it's a Paper Mario game, come on. This game was very polarizing when it first came out, and I would probably say it still is today, but I have fond memories of playing it. The story is convoluted, yet interesting, the characters are funny, there's tons of unexpected things happening, and well, the side-scrolling mechanics combined with the 3D transformation actually make this game super fun to play. This top 10 needs to feature the original Mario and Luigi game, the one that started it all, Superstar Saga. Man, this game is one heck of a ride. When it was first released, it completely revolutionized the Mario RPG genre. There are no partners like in Paper Mario, or no weird characters like Mario RPG. No, it's just the two bros. But they make one heck of a team. this game will make you visit the Bean Kingdom, where you'll meet all sorts of crazy characters, will fight weird bosses, and might even see someone familiar. Who's that guy? The humor is fantastic, and that's mostly thanks to my boy Luigi. This coward is so charming. Who doesn't love the guy? The fighting mechanics are super cool, and having to time the attacks and hit the correct button that corresponds to either Mario or Luigi never gets old. Speaking of, the Mario and Luigi series made a big comeback this year on the Nintendo Switch with the brand new title Mario and Luigi Brothership. And I'm not gonna lie, this game is very fun. It is a bit different from the previous entries, and I know some changes didn't resonate with the hardcore fans, especially having to push A to select Luigi's attack. Like, what is wrong with that? But if we take a step back and play the game for what it is, well, it's actually quite fun. The battle system is snappy and responsive, the different islands you gotta visit are all very different from one another, and the dialogue is funny. I do think this game is a bit on the easy side and holds your hand a bit too much, but once you get past all of these little hiccups, you're in for a treat. I was young when the first Paper Mario was released, and I wasn't really familiar with RPGs as a genre, so when I visited my local Blockbuster and rented a copy of Paper Mario 64, I had no idea what I was getting into. Well, let me tell you, the surprise was very good. This is a solid game and one heck of an RPG. You'll be visiting all sorts of landmarks, defeating crazy enemies, solving puzzles, and the music. Oh, don't get me started on the music. The soundtrack for Paper Mario is just so good. The story is fun, all of the different partners are charming, and well, this game is fun from beginning to end. It's currently available on the Nintendo Switch Online app, so make sure to go check it out if you haven't already. You already know I enjoyed the first Mario and Luigi game quite a lot. Well, let me tell you about the first sequel that was released on the DS, Partners in Time. This game's story is all over the place, with some time travel and whatnot. But what this all means is that now Mario and Luigi have to team up with the baby versions of themselves. Yup, you now have 4 different characters to manage during combat, and this leads to some amazing bros attack opportunities. All of the characters are hilarious, and seeing Luigi cry along with the babies is just the funniest thing ever. This game is solid, charming, and definitely my favorite entry in the Mario and Luigi series. Well, you know what's even better than the original Paper Mario? Well, its first sequel, The 1,000-Year Door. Yup, that GameCube classic, now also available on Switch, is everything that made the first game good, but developed and made even better. Better graphics, better storyline, better partners, better combat mechanics, better everything. Once again, you'll visit all sorts of crazy places and will meet up with weird and funny characters. There's a couple new mechanics introduced during the battle phase, and they do make it even more interesting. There are some cool side quests to do and even a secret partner to obtain. Plus, the Switch remake features an exclusive boss fight, so there's that. If you haven't played it yet, now is the perfect time to do it! Well, there it is, my favorite Mario RPG of all time, and it's none other than the OG, Super Mario RPG. Another day, another victory for the OGs. Doesn't matter if you play the SNES Classic or the Switch remake, this game is everything I love about Mario RPGs. It's funny, it's fun to play, the story is pretty cool, all of the characters have a bunch of cool different abilities, and once the game is over, well, I just wish there was more. Now this tells you it's a good game. I cannot even say how many times I beat this game as a kid. Like, this was one of my yearly games, so every summer vacation I would replay it from beginning to end. And now, as an adult, Well, I'm glad to say I will do the same. The combat mechanics might be simple, but they are quite effective. Plus, the platforming is solid, the puzzles can be a bit tricky, and the cutscenes are just hilarious. Now that we officially got a remake, can we get a sequel, please? There we go. Do you agree with my list? What would you add, remove, or change? Let me know in the comment section. And as for me, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!